No, there's something right there, and it's huge. It's huge. What is it? Oh, it's a full T-Rex. I'm dead. Hello everybody and welcome back to the J72 Gaming channel. My name is Jacob, but you all can just call me Jay here on this channel. And today guys, we're back with our Sauropod series here in Path of Titans. I've got Captain Amar, and I didn't forget about him. It's been a while, but we're diving back into him today. And also guys, today I specifically want to kind of show you guys how to survive in this game. I don't think it's very surprising to anybody who plays this game a lot, but if you don't, the Amargasaurus right now is very weak. It can't really size up, even fully grown, can't really size up against some of the other creatures in the game. It either has bad turning radius or just honestly, yeah, you can see Captain Mars annoyed at this, but honestly their HP pool is just a little bit too weak right now, too low, too small. So I want to obviously continue this series here of growing this guy and kind of show you guys how I'm going to get him to adult, because I do hope and foresee in the future this guy will get some buffs in a patch eventually, and we'll finally have the bulky sauropod that we all want to enjoy. But without further ado guys, let's get into it. Alright guys, real quick, I just want to let you know that only 9% of you guys are actually subscribed who watch this channel. If you guys have been watching for a while, or even if it's your first time and you think you like what you see here, please subscribe. I think it would be freaking sweet if we can get this all the way up to exactly 72% people subscribed or watching, but I don't want to see any 73%, okay? Let's get to 72 and then stop it there, alright? Alright, thanks guys. Anyway, on to the rest of the show. Alright guys, so we spawned in our home cave, which is where we logged off last time, so we can get the rested bonus. You can see down there in the bottom left, I got a good chunk to go, a full bar and a half or so, almost. We've got our mushrooms and our one red ginger plant, which I think is hilarious, so hopefully we get a few more things for Amar today, going out and doing quests and really spicing up his home cave. I'm really excited in these series with Sandile and Amar to really kind of slowly evolve their home cave, and maybe when they're fully adult we can have an episode going around getting a bunch of marks just simply to deck out the cave. I'm like a home cave episode, you know. But let's go ahead and roll the die on leaving the home cave today, and hopefully we don't come across anybody as we leave. We are in Traveler's Basin, which I love it out here, so hopefully I do hear somebody, but hopefully we can get away here and we can kind of get the day going in safety. Alright guys, I found a nice sunny spot to relax here as we kind of catch up with Amar and what I plan to do going forward with this creature. Obviously, main plan is to get into an adult. That hasn't changed. This is the Grow series. That's the goal. But really I want to kind of showcase how to survive as an herbivore, like I mentioned in the intro for you guys. And what that really comes down to, guys, is map knowledge and avoiding the hotspots of the map. Those are mainly going to be Spine Lizard Lagoon, pretty much anywhere around the main lake, and there are what I would like to say moderate hotspots, places that you are likely to find somebody but not always, and if they're not there I think it's worth going to. And those are some of the other big water spots in the map, right? You've got over here in the grasslands, down here at Traveler's Basins, and even over here, I forget its names, but the bayou and these two water spots on the bottom right of the map. All of these seem to be pretty much the spots to be, and anywhere in between you might not see somebody. Of course, anywhere can be anybody, and people can also be avoiding the main sections of the map with the same idea that I'm giving to you guys here, which is just to avoid the hotspots, which that could make the places that aren't hotspots a little bit more popular if everyone's avoiding the hotspot. But regardless, I would rather roll the die and try to see somebody here in Traveler's Basins than roll the die and try to see somebody here in Spine Lizard Lagoon, you know what I mean? So basically I'm going to be avoiding all of those places with the exception of kind of popping my head into those moderate places that I was talking about, the Traveler's Basins and everything besides the main middle of the map here, because those places do have really good quests, and the goal really is to stay as far away from hotspots while still rapidly doing quests and kind of knowing which areas have good quests and which ones don't. Generally speaking, I love this bottom left half of the map. It's fantastic, and you can actually see I have a quest now to go to Worldfall's Edge, so I might actually head that way because I only have half an hour to get there. So we're heading out that way just to get that quest done. Yeah, it's really avoiding hotspots, making sure you know the places that are moderate hotspots that have good quests, and then staying on the kind of outside of the map. And that seems to be the most success I've had growing creatures in the past. And we're going to do that full-fledged right now with the Sauropod, because it's very difficult to grow right now with this guy. Pretty much every fight I come across is I'm going to be at a disadvantage, which is unfortunate. But I am hoping that some people might think, oh, it's an Amargasaurus, I can pick on it. Like when they're smaller, we might be able to get some good fights here. And I'm hoping Captain Amar can do some damage. The odd thing about the Amargasaurus right now is that the headbutt seems to be doing the most damage, not the tail, which is counterintuitive of how you would expect to fight on this creature. But yeah, you really need to like kind of run at them and hit them and be kind of aggressive in your fight style to win as this creature, which is odd, and I don't think is how people expected to play this creature. So anyway, lots of kind of ideas and stuff I'm throwing at you guys in the beginning of the episode here. I'm talking a mile a minute. I know it. I just took a hot shower, so I'm like lots of thoughts going really quick. But I'm going to get over here to World Falls Edge, and I might even do this acorn quest just because it's quiet out here. And like usual, guys, I will bring you in when anything interesting happens, or I think of something funny or interesting to talk about. Okay, guys, I got somebody coming up on me. Barking. Part of me thought maybe I'll hide in the tree, in the bush, but I'm too big for that. I don't know what it is, and this is the scary thing about playing Amar right now, is I kind of hear anything, and I kind of want to just run away just in case. I was watching a really good video by, I think his name was Chaz with some letters after it. I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly your channel name. But yeah, Chaz does some fantastic comparisons and some breakdowns with the information and like the damage and how fast they are, and he just does a lot of fumbling my words. He does a lot of 1v1s with his buddies and kind of shows you how good things or bad things are. So shout out to him. I'll probably leave the link for his Amargasaurus episode. And in it, I saw things like a fully grown T-Rex outrunning a Mar, and it was like, what? Like, that shouldn't be a thing. So, yeah. Because of that, I see a T-Rex or I hear anything, and I'm like, we need to be careful, guys. We need to go away. But it does look like he didn't come up here, so I'm gonna get back to cautiously gathering acorns and roots. We should be okay. We're kind of up on like this little plateau here. You can see this. I'll zoom in. This area here is really nice. It's just kind of its own little area. Oh, I'm hearing him. Ah, I see it. It's a croc. All right, we're not too worried about that. He is probably questing here as well. But that is coming from the other way. I heard this croc just now where I heard some raptors over to my right, so I'm very much in a bad spot. But I don't have to worry too much about this croc. I can definitely outrun him. He might come after me. He's pretty big. I do kind of want to collect the roots and stuff before him. That's probably going to make him mad. But I need these too, buddy. I only need a few more. But I'll keep my distance. I'll be smart around this croc. Okay, getting my last roots here real quick. He's just on the other side of that. It's a little close. Oh no, there's acorns here too. I'm definitely pushing my luck. I don't hear him though, so he might have just kind of turned around. Okay, we're so close. 2 more acorns, 1 more pile, and we are off to go complete World's Edge Falls. There's our acorns. Okay, cool. Let's grab these. Adios, crocodile. The rest is yours, man. I don't need any more. You can see, guys, down there at the bottom, just how much experience I get when rested. It is incredibly useful. So, highly recommend always logging out in the home cave if you can. All right, well, I'm off to World's Edge Falls. I'm gonna continue staying stealthy and quiet and safe, and continue cranking out quests. Let's get there. Here's another, just a tip for surviving I just quickly thought that I'll mention to you guys, is instead of running along this river, I'm going to get into the forest. Running along rivers, you have a higher chance, and this goes for any dinosaur game that you need water. You have a much higher chance of seeing other people when you're near water. Also in this game, splashing is incredibly loud. I really hope that they change that in the aquatic update, and that they kind of tune back the splashes, or adjust the splashes accordingly to the weight of the creature, then maybe how fast you're running through it or something. But right now, like, if somebody just kind of walks through the water and it's like on the other side of that that bend, right? Like it's around the bend in the river, I'd still hear them like they're right next to me. It's incredibly loud. And since sound is pretty much everything in this game for survival, staying away from water and not walking through it when you don't need to will definitely keep you alive. All right, there we go. Easy. World's Edge Falls. And we need to collect 25 flowers. And if I remember from last time I've done this quest, the flowers are mainly over here up on this peninsula, this raised plateau area. So we'll probably take the long way around the falls, which are always beautiful to see. It is a really nice day out too, so maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll get a thumbnail. We'll see what happens. Well, let's head on over there around the falls, up on over, gather our flowers, and continue keeping it quiet and safe today. There's the gorgeous World's Edge Falls. Grabbed a screenshot, hoping it came out. If it did, you guys have already seen it. It's what you clicked on. But voila, just like that, we arrived to, I guess we're at the lower plateau, but yeah, this whole dark area here is where I thought the flowers would be, and just like clockwork, there's some flowers. So pretty cozy over here, pretty peaceful. This has always been one of my all-time favorite spots on the map. I have been thinking about recently, guys, of doing a kind of like a top 10 favorite location video. Maybe I could do favorites. I could do one that is kind of like top 10 for surviving, top 10 best questing zones. Let me know if you guys want to see that stuff, because I do have a lot of them. I have a lot of the zones already filmed and cataloged and saved, so it wouldn't be too much work for me to do stuff like that. And if you guys are interested, I might be able to knock out a few videos that I think would be pretty fun for all of us to go through. Fun for me to make too. I really like making top 5s and stuff like that. It's just silly. Everyone likes talking about their favorite things, right? So yeah, let me know if you want that. I could definitely get that going. But World's Edge Falls here is easily in the top 10 for sure. Also, tiger nuts, check that out. Did those get a new model? I don't know if those always had like the kind of like spiky pineapple top. That's pretty cool. Yeah, those might have gotten updated. I don't know. Pretty neat, if so. I'm all for that. But I'm here for these. I'm here for the flowers. Oh, don't pick it up. You look cute AF. Oh, no you don't. Oh my gosh, what the heck? I was about to be like, you look like really cute with that flower, but his jaw is just stuck out. Oh my god, Captain. What do you... He's like, ah. Okay, we're gonna put that down. Let's collect these. Captain Amar, you're such a goober. Alright. Last but not least, one more yard. Hey, check it out. We got a home cave decoration. Cool. So we got more red ginger. So we're going to have a whole big flower patch in his home cave. That's pretty funny that we got that. Well, I'm also right next to this berry bush, and I think as the sauropod, I'm going to be eating whenever I can. I think I've mentioned that in a few episodes. And that's just because I don't want to be roaming around and running and trying to find these berry bushes. So as far as eating survival quests go, we might ignore that. Especially will allow us to be a little bit safer when we need to, always being full. We can hide if I need to, or run away for a long time. So we're going to kind of shrug off the food survival quests while playing this character most of the time. And I think that's an okay gamble to do. We're gonna level up a little bit slower, I think. But hopefully, I mean, we've got the water quest to proc all the time. So I'm not too worried. But yeah, these guys take a lot to eat. Not quite as much as the Argentinosaurus, so I'm not as worried. And these guys are, of course, super mobile. Way more mobile than they should be, in my opinion. So it's not too big of a concern. But regardless, I'm gonna fill up on food when I can. And if you want it to just be kind of an easygoing lifestyle, I recommend you guys do that too while trying to sneak around and survive like this. Okay, well, if we look at the map here, I'm trying to wrap my head around where to go next. We could head over to Traveler's Basin. It usually has an okay quest, but again, that's going to be pretty populated. I've also seen a lot of people up here at Deep Pond, I think it's called, or something. No, that's not what it's called. It's got a name that I always forget. But this whole area here is pretty much medium level of finding people, so I'm gonna risk it, but I am gonna try to be sneaky and just try to get as many quests done. We obviously have the go to the southwest I really can't talk today. The Southwest Waystone. Tongue twisters too. We're gonna head there because that's our That's our travel, our location quest, and so it makes sense for us to go there. But I'm going to be very aware of everything on my right, because that's where the medium density hotspots are. So we'll be vigilant, but we got to stay moving. And luckily for the Amargasaurus, they travel fairly well with a humongous stamina bar. So when I've got these location quests, being able to just kind of knock them out is very easy, very convenient, pretty safe because you're always moving, so you can stay away from what you hear. And we'll just keep on grinding. I'm hoping to get a lot of experience today, and maybe we'll come across somebody. But today's really about staying safe and teaching you guys kind of what to do, where to go, and what to knock out. Like right now, Crater Pond, totally quiet, middle of nowhere, and it's got a pretty hefty 50 acorns, 15 pine cone quest. So kind of tedious, especially when there are lychees everywhere, not what I need. But it's quiet. These are the quests you want to do. It'll give you a lot of growth when you're done. And there's water nearby when you need it, so take advantage of spots like this. And so the task of 50 acorns and 50 pine cones starts. Oh, no, there's something right there, and it's huge. It's huge. What is it? Oh, it's a full T-Rex. I'm dead. Darn. That is such a bummer. Yeah, 100%. I gotta see if I can maybe shake this guy, but he'll probably listen to me. So this is a fully grown T-Rex, and no matter what I do, he is faster than me. Kind of stopped, actually, there, so I don't know if he's gonna chase me. If he wanted to, though, I'm dead. 100%. If he wanted to, he could chase me. Okay, I kind of shook him. I don't actually think he really was following me. I think he just kind of walking in our direction when we were down there. But I think we got lucky, not gonna lie. I think we got real lucky. So unfortunately, even when you're in the quiet, safe spots with good quests, you can come across fully grown T-Rexes, you know? Nowhere is truly perfectly safe. Alright guys, I'm taking a little bit of a risk. More than you guys should. But I need to get to the Southwest Waystone, which is actually past this pond here that we saw the T-Rex. That I had ran south there when I saw him. I kind of looped around, and I'm kind of coming back up on it. So my thought is he was just questing, because he didn't chase us, and he was just kind of foraging. So I'm going to walk slowly and try to get past here. I don't think I'm going to stop and do the acorns, because either one, he's still here, or two, he's still here and took all the pine cones. So we're going to get moving. We're not going to stay here, but I'm going to kind of try to sneak around it real quick and hopefully stay safe. I think this is maybe not the safest thing to do, because we could obviously just hightail it back to World Falls Edge. We know it's safe there. But you got to kind of balance growth with being safe, and I need to get to that location for my quest, so I need to keep moving north, which is also a big reason why I love the quests in this game. A lot of people say they're boring, and it's like, yeah, they're simple, but they give you something to do while trying to survive, and I think it's that added complexity that adds kind of the intrigue and the interest in this game, and how to put the strategy into it, right? How to stay safe. So anyway, I'm gonna head north here. I think I'm good enough past the pond that I can just sprint at this point. Let's hope the Rex doesn't go north as well to the Waystone. I'm hoping he's still over there collecting pine cones and acorns for a half hour. But we'll see. They look all right for now. Another very possibly obvious tip that I can throw out to you guys today in this learn how to stay safe is I very often, and I don't do it too much on Amargasaurus here because I'm so large, but if you're playing any other creature that's really tiny, every time you need to sit, just find a bush. It's really that easy. That way, while you're sitting and resting, you can keep an eye out and listen, and if something does come up on you, it's probably best to just stay hidden. It's very hard to see people in this game when they're in the bush, especially when you're not looking for them. I've had a lot of people walk right past me when I was like a juvenile Sarco or something, and you're out in the crossing from water to water, and you're very vulnerable, but you're also very, very tiny, and so things can hide in like little bushes like this that you wouldn't expect if you're a very, very small creature. Once you start getting big, subadult, adolescence, whatever, you got to kind of take more of the macro ideas and strategies to staying safe. But that's one that can help you out pretty much anytime you're near a bush. I would avoid sitting in bushes that herbivores eat, Those are not the bushes to sit in. Don't sit in berry bushes. But any other type of foliage in the game, you'll probably increase your likelihood of survival by simply resting in them when you can. Ta-da! Just like that, we have made it to the Southwest Waystone, and those are usually pretty populated. Although this one, I don't think I've ever really seen someone here. Although there was that one time where I fought a raptor as my Struthy. I don't know. I don't remember who I was. I did fight a raptor in there. He was zipping in and out all the time. But generally speaking, that's a pretty quiet spot. Okay, so wow, the quest is find traveler's basins. Okay, I was gonna say, so now my options are to go to kind of these 3 spots. I might hit up the mire just because we're literally right here, and I don't usually see people in the mire, oddly enough, but I do see a lot of people up here at this pond. Even though they're right next to each other, I don't know. Also, careful, Captain. That is a big steep hill. Wow, I was a little worried there. Okay, let's go to the mire. I know the mire has a good mushroom collecting quest, which is super easy. Does kind of put you in the mire, which is a little risky, but I'm very familiar with the spot, so I'll take that risk. And then after that, head south quick for a traveler's basin, and that's easily a bar of growth. I've only been playing for 30 minutes, so yeah, when you're really kind of doing what you need to do and staying moving and getting quests, it doesn't take too long at all. All right, let's kind of peep our head into the mire real quick, just to see if anybody's in there. Very swampy area, very cool swampy area. I think it would be a lot cooler if there's more deep pond areas. Unfortunately, it's very shallow, and actually being like a Sarco, there's really only one spot you can kind of submerge yourself in and be safe and quiet. So it's not a very good ambushy area, but it's just kind of a really cool, quaint little spot. Oh, did I hear somebody? I'm very noisy. Something I have learned about playing the Amargasaurus is I am very, very often hearing myself, just because I'm a massive hulking beast that has 4 legs. So it's like, you know, it's not just like the stomp, stomp, stomp that you're used to with theropods. It's very much so, yeah, hearing everything. But we seem to be safe. It seems to be quiet. So I'm gonna quickly get my mushrooms while it is safe, and then we'll cross on over to the other side and continue on our way with our stealthy Amargasaurus gameplay. It's going well so far. Done, just like that. I literally got all my mushrooms on this and that side of this down log. Amazing. Okay, well, let's quickly get out of here. This is kind of what I was talking about when you're in the mire. You're very much in the mire, and there's actually only 1 or 2 or 3 exits. So I'm gonna go take the eastern side out of here. It was good to us. The mire was good to us. Nice and quiet, easy quest, and looks like we have just caught up to all of our rested. And boom, actually, as I was speaking, it changed back to yellow, so it's no longer rested purple. So not bad, not bad. I'm gonna go head down to Traveler's Basin and yeah, get even another quest on. This is going remarkably well. Oh geez, I just heard somebody standing up. A big sniff. It's usually the sound of somebody who was sitting. But hopefully he doesn't come this way. We are headed into a very populated area, one that is frequented often. I think he'll leave us alone. But again, guys, this is quest done. This is how you gotta kind of play this. Sound is everything. As soon as you hear something, get the heck away from it, you know? It's very hard to know exactly what grunt and what cry and what, you know, snort is from what creature. The broadcast, the vocal, like the angry sound, those you can get a little bit better at memorizing, and there's some that are definitely very, you know, they very much stand out. But the little snorts and grifts and hollers and all the stuff that they do, very difficult. So really, you just hear something, you run. You get out of there. Okay, well, I think that shows you guys kind of a quick little circle of the map. I'm gonna go ahead and head on over here. I think we'll get 1 or 2 more quests done, and then we'll kind of end off in the home cave. And I can kind of show you guys what a quick I've been playing for 40 minutes, so it'll generally show you kind of what a quick hour sesh is and how much you can get done and how you can do it stealthily. And I hope you guys get something out of this video. But we are going to go ahead and head on east a little bit. We do have our quest is to go up to Drop Off Lake. Like I mentioned, that was the name I couldn't remember. So Drop Off Lake is up here. But again, I see people all the time. It's very small. If you go to Drop Off Lake, you're going to see everybody else at Drop Off Lake. It's, you know, very close-knit quarters, if you will. So we're gonna go ahead and let that drop off. Let that quest drop off. We're not gonna worry about that today. So let me go east, try to find a few more kind of quiet areas here to get a few more quests in, and then we'll complete our hour back at the home cave. How does that sound? Oh, I just heard something ribbit at me almost. What was that? You guys hear that? What the heck? That literally sounded like a frog. Oh, I see him. He's hiding. Here, I'll put him right above my my head. He's a very, very, very tiny croc. Very, very tiny croc. I want to make sure that there's no other creatures kind of hanging out. Looks like something big might actually be over there, but yeah, a little croc, a little guy. I'm sure it's impossible for you guys to see. I'll leave him alone. He's probably a little worried because I am on official servers, and I've been killed by an Amargasaurus before, which sucks. They run around and they trample on little guys. Even though I'm on official servers and I can do stuff like that, I still generally play more or less realistic. I'm just very aware that not everybody else does. Alright guys, I started heading... well, you can see on the map here, I'm a little bit southeast. Thought of just another quick tip to throw at you guys, and that's to check the quality of water when you pass it. So I don't need to drink right now. I'm waiting for my survival quest to proc. But it's good to run by and just kind of peek my head at the water source. So I can see that this is 100%, and I know nobody's been here for a while. I'm pretty much in the middle of nowhere, and it's a good safe bet that I'm alone and nobody is near me. So just kind of peek your head into the water pools, you know, and quickly kind of check out what's it looking like, you know. If it was 20%, for example, I would know somebody came and drank this very, very recently. If it was, I don't know, 80%, well, maybe somebody small or somebody medium-sized came by and drank from it recently, or somebody big drank from it a while ago. And kind of weigh the percentage with how big the lake is, right? So if it's a very small lake, all those things I just said were true, but if it's a very large lake, then it might, you know, take a little bit more for the quality to go down. So judge how big a creature may or may have been accordingly. Just like this one, it's a different body of water. It's at the bottom of up there, but this one is also 100%, so still pretty safe. I gotta head over to Three-Horned Grasslands with the Lakeweed quest, which I know is actually at this lake just a little bit south. That lake, I do see some people pretty often because it is actually at the border of the map, so some people kind of get stuck up against it, if you will. But we're gonna go there, try to get this lakeweed, check the water quality, and after that we'll probably be good to get our water survival quest, head back to the cave, put down that one flower, and yeah, and call it a day, guys. Okay, another pretty big obvious tip that I am I very often don't follow myself is just sit and rest before you enter an area. You always want to enter an unknown area that you think might possibly have people with full stamina, because you never know when, you know, like that big T-Rex that we came across, if he had chased me fully, I would have need my full stamina bar to even have a chance. So let's go ahead and see who we got here. Look around. Seems to be pretty quiet. I don't hear anybody. I always hear people before I see them, so. But if they are far across the lake, you might catch a glimpse. But yeah, we seem all right. Let's go down here to the lakeweed, check the water quality real quick. It's at 100%. We're good to go. Let's collect this and we can quest in relative peace and safety. Okay. With just a little bit of a swim. We got 220 credits for that, or marks, which is kind of insane. I didn't expect to get that much from just a 15 lakeweed. quest. That's ridiculous. All right, let me get back to the home cave. We'll see if it's nice and safe there. This is honestly probably the most dangerous thing we've done all day, is try to go to a home cave at the end of the day. You kind of have to risk everything you worked for in a play session. But again, guys, I've only been playing for, what, 50 minutes at this point, so I'm sure you guys are at 20, 30 minutes worth of the video. Maybe more. I do tend to talk a lot. But yeah, it goes to show you just kind of a general day when you just want to hop on. You can't play too often, but you can make some progress. You can make about 1.5 bars with the rested bonus, and that's pretty much the entire rested bonus too. So yeah, let me go ahead and get us back to the home cave, and hopefully that T-Rex that we saw at the Crater Pond isn't also thinking about ending his night and heading to the home cave as well. All right, actually, guys, I'm realizing my water survival quest isn't showing up. This has been something I was confused about in the Sandile, my Megalania, his series as well, is that the water quality quest didn't show up when I kind of expected it to. But we can't have an episode without having... Wait for it. Bam. What I'm calling the sit back, kick back, what's your snack, what's your drink section. I don't know, name pending. I'm still trying stuff. Let me know what you guys are drinking today as Captain Amar here drinks his. I know it looks like Pepto-Bismol. I swear I'm not chugging Pepto-Bismol. This is a V8 smoothie. It's a strawberry banana smoothie, and it's fantastic. I've recently fell in love with the V8 fruit drinks, and this is what I'm drinking. As far as snacking... Cheers, by the way. As far as snacking, I am eating some biltong, animal beef biltong. Biltong is amazing, and it is I don't know exact science behind it, but it's made a little bit different than beef jerky. It's like cured longer, maybe there's more salt or something. But when I went to South Africa, I was able to buy like more or less real, authentic biltong from all sorts of different animals. I tried ostrich, I tried kudu, impala, lots of different flavors of meat that I've tried in biltong, and it's very, very chewy, a little bit more chewy than beef jerky sometimes, but it has so much flavor, and I'm just a big fan of it. So yeah, let me know what you guys are snacking on. Let me know what you're drinking, and I will continue heading on back to our home cave. All right, a little pit stop on the way home to get some berries. I also realized that that entire pond, we must have drank the entire quality all the way to 0, and it did not fill us up. So, good to know that even at adolescence here, an Amargasaurus drinks a lot, which makes sense. I think they should drink a lot, and they probably should drain the quality of a lake like that pretty dramatically. Although in real life, like, what, would they drink the entire thing? Like, I don't know. But the quality system is not necessarily realistic. It's just a system in the game that I enjoy. But we did drain it, I think, all the way to 0, and it stopped us from drinking. You can also see our berry bush there. We ate about 30%, and I was just kind of topping off. So this thing's probably going to be need a lot of fuel to run when he's fully grown. That's for sure. Okay, guys, we are approaching a Traveler's Basin and practicing what I preach. I'm going to make sure that I have stamina fully topped off before heading on over here. Again, this is a very little dangerous stretch of land. Anywhere near any of the home caves just has a higher potential to get you caught out. But luckily, I think, no, even if we were attacked pretty dramatically, I'd be able to just run into the home cave where we plan to log out anyway. So don't need to escape out of there. But yeah, let's get on charging forward, head down with our goal in mind, and see if we have to dodge some T-Rexes and some Raptors on the way in. Alright, things are quiet on the water. No Sarco, Suco, or Spino coming to get me. And, yeah, home cave's looking pretty private. Pretty nice. There's some red ginger. We're gonna plant some of that inside real quick. I think this Traveler's Basin's a generally pretty quiet home cave. I haven't really seen too many people here, so that's lucky for us. Alright! Home sweet home. Let's go ahead and do some gardening, shall we? Place decorations, our one red ginger plant, and we'll go ahead and put it right... Oh, can I rotate it? How do I rotate? R. Yeah, let's spin this a little so it looks different. Put it right there. There we go. Alright, now Captain Amar has this nice little mushroomy kind of, probably got some spores everywhere, but it's got his nice little spot. Alright, guys, so I hope you guys found some something useful in today's episode. I do know a lot of you who are watching my content here are Path of Titans players, and so hopefully this wasn't all too beginner stuff for you guys, but hopefully if you were new and checking out this video, you got something out of it and kind of know how to kind of stay quiet. It's really about knowing the map, and that's just going to take a while of playing, kind of uncovering it all and learning where things are. Again, guys, let me know if you want to see kind of a top 10 locations video of all the different locations here on the map. I think I got some knowledge that I can impart your ways, hopefully, and let you know where's safe, where's busy, where's some good quests, stuff like that. But yeah, guys, until next time, I hope you enjoyed this Captain Amar series. I think for a while, at least until we're sub-adult, and honestly, even when we're sub-adult, on this guy, we're going to really have to play it slow and steady and quiet and safe. So, hope you guys are ready for that. And if you want to see me fight more things and kind of be more aggressive, then don't worry, I've got stuff for you as well. You can check out my Sandile series, where I'm starting to do a little bit of nonsense on him as he's getting older. And a new Carnivore series coming very soon that I am very excited for, and keep an eye out for possibly that coming out on Halloween. But yeah, guys, that's it for me. I know I do long-winded outros, so here's yet another one. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I have been Jay. This has been Captain Amar. You want to give him a roar, buddy? Awesome. I think that speaks for itself, guys. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I've been Jay.